Угу. Здорово. Делиться. Опа, один зритель есть. Здорово. Понимаешь, Полина, у меня стабильность, у меня всегда один зритель сидит. Я не знаю, мне показывают. Ну, я отправил куда надо. Ой-ой-ой. Нет, зачем я ее качаю, ладно. Молодой человек, который у меня на стриме сидит, можно это показать, кто вы такой? В чат написать можно, да я не знаю. Ой. Ну, кто-то на улице орет.
Вот что они там делают?
Не знаю. Так, значит, в мире за рамках холста. Я выполняю задание легенд.
Ah, you're finally... Oh, Yashiro Commission.
They're friends of ours.
So it's true. Well, there we have it. Great, so our hunch was spot on.
It is a little inappropriate for me to have shared news of this magnitude with you. So I would be much obliged if you could keep it in strict confidence until an official...
Don't worry, sir. We give you...
That puts my mind at ease. Now, on the topic. We'd like to pay a visit to the...
Of course not. I'd be honored. I guess this is what...
Aw, cheer up, Shanujo.
I'll try. Thank you.
Поговорить с командой. Опять у нас смола даже не установилась еще.
All right, then. Please excuse me. I'll leave you to it from here.
Okay. Thanks, Ipe. I apologize that your impromptu visit comes at a busy time for us, Commissioner. Otherwise, you can be sure—
I don't mean to impose, Sir Kujo. In fact, I heard the good news about yourself and Lady Hiragi. What a glorious marital alliance this shall be. Given the close ties between our clans—
I'm truly honored. I hope the news didn't come as too much—
Hey there! We came to congratulate you as well!
Since the incident with the Takatsukasa clan, things in the Tenryou Commission— I'm still acclimating to the position of acting head of the clan. I just hope I'm up to the task.
You're far too modest. The public thinks very highly of you. They say—
I'm flattered, but I wouldn't have achieved anything without the support of my people. Thanks to them, everything is gradually stabilizing. And I finally had the chance—
Well, you're certainly making big progress in that department.
Come on now. Pardon me,
It's perfectly all right. Please, it's a joyous occasion. Lighthearted is exactly how things should be.
You're right. But I am curious to know, what's your honest opinion on the whole thing? Do you think—
Of course not. No doubt people will offer you a colorful variety of opinions. But of course—
Indeed I am.
So please be confident. When your mind is made up— Nevertheless, there is just one small—
Please, go ahead.
You've been working hard to bring the Tenryou Commission in line. This is positive, and no doubt the beginning of important change. But on the other side of this, if you choose now, of all moments, to announce a marriage between the Hiragi and Kujo clans, the kinds of rumors that may—
Yeah. Couldn't have put it better myself, Sir Kamisato. This has been my biggest concern for quite a while now. Hiragi Shinsuke is firmly against me having any contact at all with Chisato. In the past, we've always had to communicate, so although now may not look like the best timing for this marriage, it may well be the only—
Oh, that guy? Yeah, he acts like this sweet old man, but he was determined to make as much trouble for us—
I can see where you're coming from. But you're only postponing the problem, not solving it. You will still have to face it sooner or later.
Yes, I'm well aware of that. But since Chisato had the courage to ask me to marry her in spite of everything, how can I disappoint her? Well, sort of. She raised the idea in a letter, and after some initial hesitation— It's funny, actually, because when I formally proposed to her in person, she denied having ever written that letter.
Huh? Really?
She didn't say. She just acted confused by the whole thing. She really committed to it. I'll never forget the look.
Oh.
Anyway, as her boyfriend, I knew she was just pretending, so I played along and said, I was only joking about the letter. After making some disgruntled noises about me making a stupid joke, she blushed and said yes. We spent that afternoon working through all the details of the wedding.
Okay. So you discussed it and
We did. I guess it was a chance to finally and you know what? I think it was about time. No matter what happens next, I will always be there for her as the one person—
Oh, give me a break.
Алло. Нет, я стрим веду. Тебя жду. Я стрим запустил, тебя жду. Да, ну, я сейчас задание легенд выполняю.
Far from it. On the contrary, no surer evidence could there be of your true feelings and your commitment. I wish you a joyous wedding when the day comes.
Вот у меня 2 зрителя, офигеть, давай. Здравствуйте всем.
Yeah, even if it's kind of irritating to see you all smug like this, it's still a happy occasion. Good luck on the day, and have a happy wedding!
Thank you all. It means a lot.
We have some other business to attend to now.
Very well. I'll see you out.
Мне кажется, что он хочет поговорить, так и есть.
seems busy. That must be true for anyone about to get...
You're right. Kujo Kamaji is on... What do you think, Traveler? He chalked it up to her being coy, but... that doesn't sound like the hero... It bothers me also. But, unfortunately, attempting to seek the truth of the matter...
Yeah, how come? Whenever we come across stuff like this on our adventures, we always...
I see. So that's how adventurers think. In my opinion, we face two obstacles in this case. Firstly, we have very little information to go on, and Secondly, and more importantly, the person involved doesn't seem to care. If we intervene without his blessing, good intentions...
You do have a point. Kamaji doesn't seem...
Everything in the world is intertwined. What looks like a simple outcome is often the result of multiple conflating reasons. Seeking the full truth would be a long and laborious process. It would be inefficient. Sort of. I have to take this approach, or the world... Something like this. When something strange happens, if the outcome is positive, and no one was deceived or harmed in the process, then it is acceptable. We don't know yet. After all, we don't know what Hiragi Chisato's thoughts are, do we? I have to say, I'm impressed by your ability to zero in on the issue from such a short meeting. Most insightful of you. You are thorough and thoughtful.
Huh? But Chisato and Kamaji...
Only if we are to take Kujo Kamaji at his word. I wish to know Hiragi Chisato's angle on... Don't worry about it. I was planning to visit the Hiragi clan to deliver my best wishes anyway. If she's as committed as Kujo Kamaji, perhaps they can navigate the challenges ahead successfully. Well, life isn't always a smooth journey.
Все понятно.
There is still much to prepare for the wedding. Should we also invite some prominent business leaders?
At the very least, we should say...
I agree. Ah, hello there, Yashiro Commissioner. To what do we owe the honor on this fine day?
As it happens, I'm here regarding the same wedding I believe I heard you discussing just... Would Lady Hiragi happen to be...
All Lady is entertaining guests right now, and...
But please, do come in. We will arrange some...
Hey! Paimon is not an
You misunderstand.
You're too...
We don't wish to impose. We'll just wander around in the... Apologies for the interruption while you're busy with preparations. Please, let us know once Lady Hiragi...
Nonsense, Commissioner. No imposition at all. This wedding is a joyful occasion, and all the other clans who serve the Hiragi clan... We're merely doing the best we can to make this wedding as grand an affair as possible.
When the time comes, we'll invite everyone in the clan and even the general public to attend.
That sounds splendid. We'll leave you to it.
Take care, Commissioner!
Seems like you guys talked a lot without actually saying anything.
Hence why I dislike small talk. Our timing was not ideal, but never mind. I spotted a stall on our way over where we can pass the time. The owner always manages to come up with novel ideas. I'm one of his regular customers.
Киоск.
Oh, it's Tomoki!
Ah, it's you. Good to see you. Seems like you're always showing up with a VIP in tow.
Oh? So you know...
Yup, we tried his dango milk a while back with the almighty Shogun in Inazuma City.
Ah, I see. I'd caught wind of this dango milk, But I didn't know that it had anything to do with you two. I always order one of his creative drinks whenever I pass the stall. When I noticed he'd set up shop in Rito, I simply had to come by.
Oh, thanks to you all, my business is finally beginning to take off. It gave me the confidence to decide that I'm gonna... On the one hand, I wanted more people to be able to try out my culinary creations. On the other hand, so I gave it a lot of thought. And finally...
Sounds interesting.
I've decided to give complete creative control to the customer. I offer all sorts of ingredients, and they pick and choose whatever they... As well as Dango, I now offer rice cake, purple potato balls, black sugar, and sunsettia.
They really all go well with milk? Hard to imagine, but...
What if I were to choose some ingredients you don't have here? Would that...
Well, I guess so. The whole idea was to let my customers express their creativity freely. So of course, I should...
Excellent. There are a few things I'd like to try. Lavender melon, seagrass.
What? You...
I do indeed.
You really think that's...
It's all about the experience. The taste is
Капец, мне
secondary.
показалось, что у меня
It's great to try new things.
5 сообщений в чате, у меня только 2.
Traveler, any thoughts?
Фиалка выдаю.
Sounds like a risky choice. Are you sure?
3 milks with lavender melon, please.
No problem.
Да, он гений. Морской гриб с
Here, your
молоком.
milk is ready.
Вкусно.
Yep, just as Paimon suspected.
I think it tastes all right. It makes me feel...
Your review seemed pretty positive, but Paimon...
Taste is your key concern.
Obviously! Tasty food and drinks are some of...
Well said. If I could say the same was true for me, I believe I'd be a very content man. Yes. No one has unlimited energy, and I try to conserve mine for the things that really count. To create some mental breathing room, I try... Having my sister attend public events in my stead, and having Toma as housekeeper has also been a great help.
We're just passing the time here, though, right? Is there anything else to think about than what we're doing right now?
1 or 2 things. Let's continue this discussion so... I noticed something before we left the Hiragi clan's residence. No, it was just a small detail. I was curious to know their Naturally, they responded that all other clans are happy for the but that...
What do you mean?
Hiragi Shinsuke is still in prison, meaning the Kanjo Commission is the least stable in the tri... Hiragi Chisato is the sole remaining pillar of her clan.
Меня
But now she
обманывает.
plans to marry into the Kujo clan.
PlayStation, у меня всего-то 5
If I belonged to one
сообщений.
of the assisting clans
Даже
to the
меньше.
Hiragis, I would not be feeling
4.
optimistic about the future. But they didn't mention a word about that. They simply said they were delighted for them.
Вот это у
These
меня
are
звук,
not
конечно,
I
отличный.
imagine they didn't want to discuss family issues in front of outsiders. But still, the more I think back over that conversation, keep a close eye on them, Hisashi.
Yes, sir.
Whoa! Where did you come from?
This is one of my most trusted members of the Shumatsuban. He's been quietly watching.
Merely doing my duties, sir.
Keep a
Где
close watch
Sayo?
on the clan representatives we met today.
Well received. I'm on the case.
Oh, and I almost forgot. That milk I just had? Please order one.
As you wish, sir.
Oh no, poor Toma.
Удачи, Тома.
Sir Kamisato, Lady Hiragi's previous engagement...
Thank you kindly. Let's go and see Hiragi Chisato.
Quake! Rise!
Ой, что?
Crumble!
Ну все.
Hi, nice to see you again, Chisato.
I heard that Sir Kamisato had brought some guests, but
It's been a while, Lady Hiragi. How?
This is a rare privilege, Sir Kamisato. It is not often that I have the chance to meet you. You must be so busy. Thank you so much for taking the time to come and congratulate Kamaji and I. It really means...
But of course, The Tri-Commission are the servants of the Shogun, and we should look out for one another. In fact, we visited Sir Ku. Perhaps his joy is infectious, for I am now feeling rather elated myself.
This was not an easy decision to make. We will both have to work harder. I'm sure the news will cause something of a stir. But come what may, we will stand as one.
Sounds like things are pretty tough for you, Chisato.
Yes. But Kamaji has been so supportive. His promises have comforted me a lot.
It sounds like you have some considerable reservations, Lady Hiragi.
Yes. Well, there are so many things I need to... In case you were wondering, I was not actually entertaining VIPs just now. I was...
Oh! Really? Him?
Mm-hmm. He charged in all of a sudden and said that he didn't mince his words. Basically, he doesn't want me to... He has always been a calm and contained person who never acts out of line. I was quite shocked to see him so agitated. But despite all that, what he was saying made a lot of sense. He pointed out that I am like the final pillar propping up my clan. If I marry into the Kujo clan, that pillar is taken away. There will no longer be a...
It's just two families becoming one big family, though, right?
Traditionally, in Inazuma, clan after the wedding, Lady Hiragi will belong to the Kujo clan. The Kanjo Commission's attitude...
Precisely. This is a terrible thing to be saying, but... I'm so sorry.
No problem at all. The Yashiro Commission has a duty to listen to you. Now that I've heard your concerns, I should... Now, we heard from Sir Kujo that his decision to tie the knot was prompted by a letter he received from you. But we've also heard that you did not write that letter. Sir Kujo thought that perhaps you were just being caught.
What? But that was... It was just a prop in his playful proposal, wasn't it? It was clearly purpose designed, what with all the fancy lettering and so on.
Fancy lettering, you say? So I am to understand that had it not been for this letter, you two may...
When it comes down to it... Yes.
Sir Kujo maintains that the letter was penned by your hand.
Huh?
Either way, it's wonderful to see how much you both trust one another. In that... Who knows? Perhaps Sir Kujo was the one being coy. After all, he had no particular...
I understand. But my position does matter. But now,
Marriage is the most important decision of your life. It is also part of the Yashiro Commission's job to help people through difficult times. I say this as an advocate for you personally, and for the Hiragi clan. Please, do not be compelled by Sir. To be together with the one you love is a sacred thing. It is my earnest wish that both of you may enjoy a bright and beautiful future, not a...
I'll take to heart every word you have said to me.
All that matters is that you follow your heart. Since you'll be needing some time to...
Oh, wait! Let me...
Thank you, Lady Hiragi, but there will be no need. Traveler, let's find somewhere to talk.
Давай пойдем. Так.
Hiragi Chisato is on a totally different page than Kujo Kamaji. Ayato, why did you give her such vague suggestions? Couldn't you just have told...
I've said everything I can, given the Yashiro Commission's stance. Interfering too much with other... The more I think about it, the stranger this all seems. But Hiragi...
Strange?
Someone wants Hiragi Chisato to be married as soon as possible, and if my guess is right, it is someone from within the Kanjo Commission. This person is presumably also responsible. Think about this. A lowly officer is greatly worried about Hiragi Chisato's future, while the heads of the supporting clans, when someone's words and actions do not match, you need to infer their intentions from their behavior. Yes, it's a smart strategy. Far superior to the one adopted by the Tenryou Commission's Takatsukasa. Even had the forged letter failed and been seen for what it was, there would have been no repercussions. They could simply have explained. But if the letter were to achieve its goal, as it has so far, the perpetrator would successfully weaken the Hiragi clan without ever having to lift a finger against them, all under the guise. With Hiragi Chisato having married into the Kujo clan and the head of the Hiragi clan in prison, challenges to the Hiragi clan's leadership would begin to emerge throughout the ranks of the Kanjo Commission. Actually, we have evidence.
Shinojo?
Should be.
Yes, sir.
Did they take one of the Kanjo Commission officers away?
Yes. His name is Shinojo.
As I expected. They cannot afford to let this opportunity pass them by. Hiragi Chisato had been persuaded by Kujo Kamaji, and the wedding was sure to go ahead. But after Chisato's meeting with Shinojo, she began to have second thoughts. In their eyes, Officer Shinojo has interfered with their plan.
But why did they suspect him and not us?
Someone was eavesdropping on our conversation with Chisato the entire time.
No way. But Chisato got what you meant.
I think so. But whoever is behind this will not allow their plan to fail now. They will not be inclined to respect Hiragi. Her stance was so passive that she was easily manipulated. Treated like a pawn. Despite all of this, she still believed that a happy future, when she formally marries into the Kujo clan, she will lose her title as daughter of the Hiragi clan, her position in the Kanjo Commission.
Нет сообщений.
Marriage is such a trap.
Easier said than done. The perpetrators are manipulating everything from the shadows, letting unsuspecting. We, meanwhile, are out in the open. If we attempt to stop this wedding from happening...
So what
At this stage, if the perpetrators wish to maintain control over the situation, their only option is to come out from the shadow. But first things first, we must go and rescue Shinojo. He has done nothing wrong and does not deserve... Tell me where Shinojo is.
4 книжки, здорово. Пацана поймали. Как они и на берег вытащили. Ребята, у меня сейчас смола не восстановилась, все. А я вчера во сколько? В 12 открыл. Ой, делал смолу густую. Ой. Цена поймали. Ну капец, я-то беру и все. Ну жопа.
Stop this at once.
It's the Yashiro Commissioner. Well, we take orders from our master. No one else.
Really? Then please...
О, все, им капец. Им просто капец. А я-то разозлился. Теперь на запад. Опа. А я-то... Выложите. Ё-моё. Здравствуй. 35 тысяч хп, 2000 хп. Здравствуй сюда. Офигеть. Чего? Церемония древней знати. На, я-то стоит. Алло. Блин, капец. Афия, здравствуйте, все. Капец, церемония древней знати стоит на это. Нет. Ну блин. Ага. Офигеть! А я-то топ просто. Просто топ он. Я не могу прям. Ну все. Ага. Угу. Капец. Ну вот. Зрители, а я-то топ.
We must report to Master right away.
Hey, get back here!
No need to follow them. We need bait to catch the fish anyway. I think I saw a key fall to the ground during the fight. Let's free Shin... but... you know...
What the? It's a tanuki? Oh...
Let's follow it and see.
Ну куда, зачем? Ящик. О, надо забрать. О, линзу используем. Так, было бы замечательно, если бы могли построить здесь порт. Ну все, окунули, выполнили. Фантазия просто комиссара. Так, где? Где ключ? Если было, это все было вот так просто. Я его не заметил. Где он? Где он? А. О. Опа. А, нет. Ах, блин. Какой же я слепой, наверное. Да. Где? Где-то мелкий. Серьезно.
Adventure time.
Ну.
Thank you. It was terrifying. They said they were... Oh, wait! You have to listen to me. Lady Chisato's wedding. It's all...
Calm down, Shinojo. It's okay.
Huh?
Our suspicions were roused to this possibility, and so far, those behind this plan are not going to give up easily. Their next move is imminent.
Yashiro Commissioner, you're
This situation has consequences for the whole Tri-Commission, and the stability of all Inazuki. The almighty Shogun has always despised these pathetic power games. As a commissioner, I am a servant of the Shogun.
That's...
Shinojo, don't return to your post yet. Traveler, Paimon.
Well, if it isn't the Yashiro Commissioner. I hear you showed up here with no explanation and attacked my men. You wouldn't happen to be carrying out some sort of secret...
I heard that someone was taking the law into their own hands. Shinojo may be your retainer, but the law does not grant you the right to abuse him.
Abuse? Nonsense. I was out of nowhere. A low-ranking officer decides to barge in on Lady Hiragi and start spouting out the most absurd and insulting nonsense one can imagine. I dare say, the poor lady...
So, you're saying that you know absolutely nothing of the reasons for his actions? Because otherwise...
Two people from two different clans are getting married. That's all there is to it. And yet this young gentleman took it upon himself to fabricate a nonsensical disaster story around it. Even if she marries into the Kujo clan, Lady Hiragi will always be the daughter of the Hiragi clan, and the most distinguished we are, and always will be her loyal assistants. It's loyalty and duty are our guiding principles. Not only did this god show no regard for either, he went out of his way to, even if we put it down to a rare moment of impulsivity. I have to say, I'm surprised to see one of such noble standing as
Откуда? У меня
yourself
нету
rush into his
21
defense.
сообщения в чате. Это все вранье. Это все вранье. Их нету.
Good. Annoyingly good.
Funny. I'm suddenly reminded of an anecdote I'd like to share with you. For instance, a merchant from abroad once told me about a curious kind of bird with the most extraordinarily long tongue. So long, in fact, I'm sure someone as erudite as yourself could be able to guess what people do with these
keep them as pets.
You'd think, wouldn't you? But there's a catch. You see, this bird is of no use to humans whatsoever, and certainly doesn't make a suitable pet. If you catch one, the reason they give is this. The longest tongue has the most...
You... I say, Yashiro Commissioner, are you his...
Far from it. In my mind, the Kanjo Commission is made up of honorable individuals. It is unbecoming of such people to resort to lies, deception, and filibustering, all as part of a plan to remove Lady Hiragi from...
Yashiro Commissioner, please don't make accusations without any evidence.
The evidence is standing right in front of me, is it not? I have a credible witness who can confirm you were... Ugh, dear me. I can't believe the Grand Matsura clan is now represented by... someone. You studied hard and took a government position, only to make it to where you are now just to play these petty power games behind the scenes. In your years of service to the Shogun, not only have you managed to glean nothing good from the people around you, you have also let yourself be blinded by self-interest. And I'm not angry, Mr. Matsura.
Is that right? Then tell me, this is at most a Kanjo Commission issue. You are reaching rather outside of your bounds, Yashiro Commissioner. If you seek to... I think you are simply opposed to an alliance between the Kanjo Commission and Tenryo Commission. Because so you come here with an elaborate excuse to try and break up this marriage.
So, that's how you view it. Well...
Let me be crystal clear. This wedding is going to happen, and nothing... The notices have already been sent out. Olivina's... Most of the public weren't aware that Kujo Kamaji and Hiragi Chisato were courting. Once the notices go out, that's it.
I see.
So suddenly...
I had expected you to at least be smarter than most. But it seems...
Kamisato Ayato...
You've made your move. Now...
What do you mean?
Do you seriously think this marriage will bring the Kanjo Commission and the Tenryo? Isn't it at all possible that the Kanjo Commission becomes... Goodness me. Well, I've learned a great deal.
А я-то гений. Гений.
Hey! What was all that?
They had their scheme, but fortunately I was prepared. As I said, let's see how things are in Inazuma City. Then, I'll take you through the details of my...
А я-то гений.
Adventure time.
Look at this. The daughter of the Kanjo Commission's her.
Sounds like an all-around perfect.
For sure. I'm just surprised. It seems very...
Good luck to them, I say.
Looks like the wedding is definitely going ahead.
But only if Kujo Kamaji is willing to help us.
Ладно. Нифига, он высокий.
Welcome. I just heard that the news of my wedding has been officially announced. It seems so sudden.
Yeah, about that.
I see. So someone's trying to...
If you proceed with the wedding, the repercussions for you are likely to be minimal.
I've previously considered this possibility. But in the end, we're getting married for true love.
I understand where you're coming from, but to be frank, she should not need your protection. Or, to put it another way, you have tacitly admitted that Lady Hiragi will need your help to get through the hard times ahead, which perhaps suggests that... I don't mean to criticize you. It is natural to want to protect our loved ones. You're an intelligent and gentle person, and I'm sure you would have been able to think about this more objectively were you not so... I'm sure you admire Lady Hiragi for being the independent, for the sake of marrying you, this wonderful woman will become someone who has to depend on you for the Are you really okay with that?
I love her with all my heart, and would do anything to make her happy. That's why I cannot abide to see her suffer or be manipulated by other people. Yashiro, Commissioner, you're right. It was naive, but it's too late now, isn't it?
I have a plan, but... Sir Kujo, in order for my plan to work, you and I must both play the role of antagonists. Are you willing to help?
If there's a way to salvage this, then let's hear it.
I've told the people at the Kanjo Commission that the marriage isn't going to unify the Kanjo Commission and the Tenryou Commission. The context for this is that they are planning to use this marriage to bring down the Hiragi clan. And the key to their success is coming up against no resistance to the marriage from the Tenryou Commission. But what if we were to imagine for a moment that since the affairs of the Vision Hunt Decree, the Tenryou Commission has been planning to make... The only reason you have been hesitant to act since taking over the Tenryou Commission is because you care about Lady Hiragi's feelings. And so, your plan is to liaise with the Yashiro Commission, to marry her and bring her out of the Kanjo Commission as... Once that is achieved, as the person in charge of the Tenryou Commission, you know...
I see. This is an ingenious plan. It takes advantage of the situation perfectly.
Exactly. Our purpose is to change Lady Hiragi's position from an unnecessary burden to an indispensable asset. By doing so, we can even strengthen her position in the Kanjo Commission. Once our adversaries realize how the network of connections behind the scenes really looks, they'll do their utmost to stop this wedding from... Then, we simply leave them to clear up the mess they've created.
Got it.
So the network of connections?
We have to make sure that the behind-the-scenes story comes to the attention of our... Matsura, with whom I spoke earlier, will now be fearing the worst. No doubt he'll be on the lookout for the first sign of a crisis. In that case, he will almost certainly have placed informants throughout Inazuma City. What? Sir Kujo, there are... It's almost time. My ninja has located one of the informants.
29 сообщений. Да нет их. 0 зрителей, но 29 сообщений. Так как... Ну, это далеко. Телепорт. Либо YouTube так тупит жестко, либо Не знаю. Кого? Я не закреплял сообщение. Ладно.
That person is one of Matsura's informants. Let's follow him. Be careful.
О, стелс.
Seems like he's noticed us.
Слушай,
Knew we should have been quieter.
Капец. Зама.
That person is one. Let's follow
А,
him.
ну реально, по-моему, это какое-то время назад. Слушай, нас не видно. Нас не видно.
Seems like he's noticed us.
Это идет?
Knew we should have been quieter.
Реально, по-моему, это какое-то
That
время.
person is
Она
one of Let's follow
от
him.
времени. Я тебе уверяю.
Did you see that? Sir Kujo Kamaji just came past here with a huge group of people.
Could it be related to the wedding announcement?
Maybe, but from the look on his face, it seems like something much more serious. He and his men seem pretty intense at the moment. Isn't it all a bit excessive for a wedding?
Кого?
Seems like he's
Я просто
noticed us.
стоял.
Knew we should have been
Нечестно.
quieter.
Капец, блин. Нечестно, заново давай.
That person is. Let's follow him.
Ну вот я тут становлюсь. Это идет?
Did you see that? Sir Kujo Kamaji just came past here with a huge group of people.
Could it be related to the wedding announcement?
Maybe, but from the look on his face, it seems like something much more serious. He and his men seem pretty intense at the moment. Isn't it all a bit excessive for a wedding?
Я тоже живая, блин. Идиот. Да повернись уже. Тихо. Беседе. Ям.
The Tenryo Commission has sent a load of people to Rito. I guess it must have something to do with the wedding. I think in all there must have been about 100 people so far.
That doesn't sound good. What could be going on?
I
hope it's just Sir Kujo Kamaji being overcautious.
Давай, дебил, иди. За тебя
News is
3 раза
spreading
квест.
fast, but it appears Master's fears may be well placed. There's no way they sent this many people just to escort the bride. I have to investigate.
He ran off!
As expected. Let's follow him.
Кого?
Wow! It's like the whole Tenryo Commission is here.
Excuse me, has something happened? I'm a businessman passing through, and it's a little
Ah, please don't be alarmed. As I'm sure you've heard, the wedding of Sir Kujo decided to send for Lady Hiragi ahead of time, and have...
I see.
We're here to clear the way for Lady Hiragi. Not just us, either. You'll see more Tenryou Commission members as you go further along. Sir Kujo holds Lady Hiragi in the highest regard, and wants to treat her with the utmost respect, from beginning to...
I understand. Sorry. Drat. It's exactly as Master... They say they're here to guard the road, but really they're poised to attack if Master doesn't allow Lady Hiragi to leave Rito. Wait, no. If Lady Hiragi does leave, they'll have all the more reason to strike. I must tell Master right away.
Мы типа это слышали, да?
That should do it. The seeds have been sown. In this atmosphere, mounting suspicion will nurture fear. Now, we wait patiently for it to grow and ferment. The calm before...
Are they really gonna own up and apologize?
If you're curious to find out, you can visit the Hiragi clan in Rito in a couple of... I have some other business to attend to, so I won't be spending... In any case, we've made our move. It's only a matter of time. This is not my first... Well then, goodbye for now. I truly hope that things will work out in Hiragi Chisato's best interests.
He left kind of abruptly. Are things really gonna turn out like he predicted? Paimon too. Well...
Так, таймер. 4 книжки. 2 дня подождать. Ладно, 2 дня, так 2 дня. Вот так 2 дня будет. Ну, анекдот расскажу. Пока таймер. Сейчас закончится анекдот. Значит, шел еврей по улице, увидел кошелек, а там не хватает. Вот такой. Очень смешной. Ура! Господи, почему же YouTube такой плохой? Мне вообще сообщений не показывают в чате. Вообще. Сасана.
These people from the Tenryou Commission have been here for...
I guess they're here to pick up Lady Hiragi.
I heard that the Kanjo Commission suddenly said they don't want Lady Hiragi. To be honest, I'd be hesitant if I were her. The crowd this...
Shh, stay quiet. Someone might hear...
Oh, right.
Понятно. Дальше. Подслушаем, подслушаем. Хотя мы вплотную.
How may I help? We arrived here 2 days ago to escort Lady Hiragi. Sir Kujo Kamaji gave us very strict orders, so we have to obey. But every time we attempt to receive the bride, since we haven't fulfilled our duties yet, we decided to stay in Rito until Lady Hiragi is ready to come with us. We apologize. It was not our intention to stay here so long. We promise our presence here will not impact ordinary people's lives. We can only hope that the leaders of the Hiragi clan will start to cooperate soon. If this stalemate continues, who knows? Sir
Конечно, было бы замечательно.
How much... I have no idea. We're stuck in limbo here. Master's been very on edge these past few days. He gets irate over the smallest things, and is suspicious of everything. He's been yelling at... I understand that he's anxious, but I mean, what can we do?
Yeah, good. Then what will the Tenryou Commission do?
Maybe we should tell Master to discuss...
Ага. Теперь нам госпожа надо. Да.
Every conversation in Rito. By now, the Kanjo Commission probably knows how important she is. But what about what she thinks? Oh.
Блин, не дослушал. Ладно.
Oh, Traveler! assume you've heard about everything that's been going.
Don't worry, we can explain everything. So, what happened was...
After the Tenryou Commission arrived, they suddenly became alarmed. They keep having secretive discussions. I never would have thought that this was Sir Kamisato's plan. I'm sorry. Maybe there's no right or wrong decision. Maybe everything would be easy. I used to tell myself things like this to avoid having to think about it. I didn't feel reassured at all. Instead, I keep thinking back to what Sir Kamisato said. This is supposed to be my bright and beautiful future. But what if it's not? I can happily accept that if someone was trying to take advantage of my marriage, but that's not the answer I'm looking for. And also...
Ah, Lady Hiragi, here you are. You scared me for a second. You... Wait, you're the ones... What do you think you're doing here? Are you trying to...
Calm down. They're my friends. They're...
Friends? Lady Hiragi, I told you already, these are exceptional, sir. You are extremely important to us. Who's to say they don't have a hidden...
If you want to accuse us of trying to abduct her, just come out and say it!
Don't be rude. You've been very highly strung lately, seeing everything as a threat. Listen to me. All the ins and outs of everything that's happened so far. Let's wait and see what happens.
We had a serious discussion, reflected on in all honesty.
Я полагаю, никто из нас не справится с сложной ситуацией. Все пребывают в страхе, если так будет дальше, я просто уйдется на с ума. Ох, мне так жаль. Из-за моих радикально взятых эгоизмов я опустил их видео. Сообщу интересно для вас до такого. Вы можете дать нам еще один шанс? Ради господи, дайте комиссию. Коза еще один шанс. Комиссия, которая может изменить намерение конспирата, главная вся сила. Теперь мы отправим комиссара, и это совсем будем комиссию по помощи госпожи Хираги. Мы не будем пойти с нами. Включаю фигуру для вас. Читать не умею. Из комиссариата в имени комиссато. Здорово, здорово.
By the way, aren't you a good friend of the Yashiro Commission?
Вы же друзья с главой комиссара.
Please put in some good words for me.
Словечко. Иди ты. Дебил ты. Тупой. Комиссар Таяда, конечно, классный. Хочу его выбить. Он, конечно, базарить не будет, когда будет игровым персонажем. Так же, как в сюжете, но все равно. По геймплейной части он вообще классный.
The Tenryou Commission has now occupied... I realize I have greatly offended you with my atrocious actions. And I realize also that this must sound like the
I'm sorry, Mr. Matsura. I'm exceptionally busy and have but a moment to spare before my next engagement. I fear this leaves no time, so please, if you...
I know our apology means nothing to you, but we really have nothing else left to offer by this point. I'm terrible. Lady Hiragi is indispensable to us. We promise to always support her. So, would it be at all possible for you to talk to...
You make it sound so easy. The Tri-Commission will be ridiculed by the public if we choose to withdraw the notices now and to lose face for the Tri-Commission is to bring shame to Her Excellency. Are you and your associates ready to...
We'll take full responsibility. We'll publish a new notice and hold a conference to explain the situation. We'll do everything we can to minimize the
Master Matsura. But the Tri-Commission must always put the interests of Inazuma first, regardless of what Serkujo... If the situation in Rito is left to fester any further, things may get out of control. But Lady Hiragi, if we fail to contain the situation promptly, the rumor mill will wreak havoc on the Tri-Commission's reputation. Try keeping a pet bird. You'll see what I mean. Songbirds who know how to hold a tune can be very pleasant to listen to, but they can also become irritating, and as for the ones with excessively long tongues, well, they're so insufferable that they can't be kept as pets at all. But it doesn't take a moment to cut out their tongues and silence them for good.
Yes.
I've listened to your concerns, and I'll talk to Serkujo for you. But
I understand. Thank you.
All right, you ought to return now. I'm sure you have a...
Okay, then please excuse me.
Вот так этому мужику надо.
Yes, Lady Hiragi, I have something to tell you.
Oh? Oh. Sir Kamisato, you became a completely different person just now.
Unruly servants like him need to be severely reprimanded. As a commissioner, the almighty Shogun trusts me to do her will. But now, I'd like to take off...
Oh, please.
You must have heard that the Kamisato clan once went through an extremely difficult period. My father worked incredibly hard to compensate for the grave errors made by the Kamisato. My mother loved him dearly. This sudden turn of events dealt a heavy blow to the Yashiro Commission. Everyone thought that the Kamisato clan had lost power. That made... It may sound preposterous now, but I assure you that...
Huh. Pretty similar.
Back then, I had no choice but to accept the position I was in. While I desperately looked around for power, I had no other choice. I had to honor my parents' dying wishes, and I didn't mind what became of me. But my family... No one. Fortunately, I persisted.
I think I now know where my sense of loss and... Shinojo once told me that he saw what was in me, in a way that no one else did.
В смысле, какой Genshin Impact? Это такой,
the rest of my life. I thought the reason I felt unsettled was because of uncertainty over getting married. But the fact is, it's because I felt too young and inexperienced.
Какой 44 сообщения? У меня их 5.
The reason why Serkujo was able to face the prospect of marriage so confidently is because he's prepared for anything.
That's it. The situation when his clan was in crisis, he bravely drew his blade. It is time for me.
Well said. I'm sure once you have grown and gained confidence, your father will be able to... It might not sound exciting, but this kind of personal...
And I'm sure I can get there. I will use this as an opportunity to take over the responsibilities of the Hiragi clan. This puts less pressure on Kamaji, and means I can support and protect myself without having to worry about...
My best wishes to both of you were and remain heartfelt. When the time comes...
Thank you, Sir Kamisato. I am grateful for everything. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a...
Take care, Lady Hiragi. I'm
Yes. In fact, my recent experience...
She really has the air of a leader now. Hats off to you too, sir. Everyone thought there was...
In fact, counter-checking is a perfectly common maneuver in the game of chess. Our rival this time was easy to deal with. He was smart, but short-sighted, and sloppy in his execution. This outcome is entirely within my
Even so, Paimon could never... Anyway, it's kind of a relief to see that Chisato has decided to set the Hiragi...
I agree. Stability in Inazuma benefits me as well. I wasn't about to pass up an opportunity to make less trouble for myself. Well, perhaps for Master Matsura, power is his life's pursuit. But for me, a stable nation is the prerequisite for a stable Yashiro Commission. Only then can the Kamisato clan and the other... But human desire will always be a factor in the equation. All I have tried to do is make sure the three parties to the Tri-Commission serve to restrain each other. Stasis is not the only form of stability. A balance of power leaving... Another positive outcome is that everyone recognizes how important Lady Hiragi is now. I think I did her a sizable... Dealing with the Hiragi clan will be much easier for her than navigating a new and unfamiliar...
There were so many... wait a second! You weren't trying to...
I thought straight away it was bad timing. Nevertheless, everything I said to Hiragi... If you choose to give up your stance on something once, you'll be having to compromise for the rest. I didn't want to see her suffer because she didn't realize what she was getting into. Now, she has the chance to become her own person.
Okay then, guess we'll have to wait and see.
All right. Farewell, and profuse thanks to you both. I shall have to host you at the...
И куда они в стену пошли?
Looks like everything's resolved. Masterfully done. Everything was perfect. Well, except for one.
Didn't you like it? I just...
Oh!
The Traveler had one of those as well.
I'm sure she's made a great impression on you.
The Traveler did indeed play a critical role in this case. I'm sure both families would have been more guarded against me had she and... It wouldn't have been so easy to get to the heart of the matter.
There you go again, my lord. Placing the focus on other people while...
Naturally. Ah, yes. Now that we're both free, let's finish off that game.
Здорово, наконец-то. Я думал, драки будут, а побольше драк. Все получается. Я выполнил задание легенд. Буду открывать молитвы. Ура! 60 прямых гемов. Получается, у меня сейчас 8600, можно так сказать, да? Угу. Так, мне надо кое-кому позвонить. То я звоню, я могу начать. Да, алло, все, я буду открывать сейчас. Ага. Так, человечек. Мой преданный фанат. Так, пойду делать. Сейчас сделаем. Да. Да, ты не можешь. Я могу к тебе зайти. Ага, чайник безмятежности. Ну давай я к тебе зайду. Проблема какая-то. Ну не... Да, я понял. Да не, давай я к тебе зайду, Яма. Что такое? Ты играешь? Я вчера открыл крутку, одну сделал, короче. Ну, 10 точнее, на стриме, да. И мне ничего не выпало, блин. Я, короче, посмотрел, почитал, у меня нет гаранта. Вроде. Если я не ошибаюсь. Походу. Походу мне Чунли гарантом выпал, но не знаю. Ну да. Ну, он вообще смотрел мой стрим вроде. Блин, я хотел еще сюжетку пройти перед тем, как открывать. Ну ладно. Вот, блин. В смысле? Забыл. Вон он же. Впереди. О, Егорик. Здравствуйте. А, блин, вон, это вон. Ох. Нет, надо было около чела, который этот молочный чай делал с кусочками дыни. Нет, я с тобой это буду. Егор, заходи в мир, ё-моё. Стоп. А, да, к тебе же все могут зайти в мир сейчас. А Егор не говорит. Да потому что, наверное, это... Перезайти... Не, может перезайти ему просто. Типа в наш голосовой чат. Так, я думаю... Просто вот так взять, выйти. Потом опять войти, и наш звук появится. Почему у меня плойка показывает, что у меня 44 сообщения в чате, а у них 5. О. Ой-ой-ой, надо же на Хуэлав, точно. Отметку. 100 примагемов дают. Набор эксклюзивный, что? Что? Подожди. Подожди. У меня стрим же не обрался, нет. Эксклюзивный набор Genshin вышел? Не, операция PlayStation Store приостановлена. Я зашел в PlayStation Store, мне написано... Там в Genshin Impact написано особый набор. Типа для PlayStation. Эксклюзивный набор PlayStation Plus. А я не могу в PlayStation Plus забирать игры. Потому что... Да. А я не могу в PlayStation Plus забирать. Прикинь. Потому что я в России живу. Они твари. А за что я платил PlayStation Plus тогда? Подписку. Что за дебилизм? Подожди, я могу? А, да. Или нет? Можно? Да. Фух, я в поиске могу забирать. Это уже хорошо. А, губка Боб, квадратные штаны, бесплатная игра месяца. Она 3000 стоит. А там 20 книжек, что-то, мора.